Hello everyone, this is Krusty783 here, and the one question I have seen constantly everywhere on all of my social media feeds, on my Discord server, in my YouTube comments, if there's a place you can discuss Ninjago, it's there. It's when is Crystalized Part 2 coming out? So, before we talk about how everything went so wrong, first we need to talk about how it went so right. In terms of marketing and episode distribution, Crystalized Part 1 is far and away the best piece of Ninjago content we've had in years. And by years, I mean bare minimum since 8 years ago with the 2015 seasons. The 2015 seasons being 8 years old really messes with me. After years upon years of incompetent marketing, distribution, episode releases, you name it, when it came to giving us Ninjago content, LEGO fumbled the bag, even though the content itself was very good. Ninjago Crystalized, however, got this all right. Trailers came out consistently, in high quality, and on time, on LEGO's official YouTube channel with no leaks required. Better yet, Ninjago seasons went from having their soundtrack releases be bare minimum 1 year late and at most about 2 to 3 years late, to having the soundtracks that were used in these trailers be released days after they came out. The point is, the distribution for stuff relating to Ninjago Crystalized was a huge and sudden turnaround from LEGO's usual bad treatment. LEGO did suffer from one problem during all this time though, although at this point it wasn't a big deal. They weren't very good at nailing down concrete release dates. The closest we had was sometime in the summer. Although at this point, this problem really wasn't too much of a big deal. At the time, we were happy to have good marketing all of a sudden, and we knew it was coming soon anyways. But then, something big happened. On Friday, May 20th, 2022, the main trailer for Crystalized, along with episodes 1 to 12 of the latest season, were on LEGO's YouTube channel. These episodes stayed up on the YouTube channel publicly for the weekend, and then were subsequently delisted on the following Monday. So pretty much everyone has assumed that these episodes went up by accident and they only realized once they got back into work after the weekend and then deleted them. Although I still have a hunch that these episodes were temporarily put up early to mitigate the damage caused by the Teletoon leaks, but I don't have any evidence to prove this, so don't take my word for this as fact. Anyways, a few weeks after this whole thing, on June 1st, 2022, the episodes were reinstated on YouTube and put on Netflix. However, about a week or so later, Netflix would also take down the episodes, so thanks, I guess. Anyways, a few weeks later on June 17th of 2022, LegoCon rolled around. And with LegoCon came a trailer for Part 2 of Crystalized. This trailer blew away pretty much the entire Ninjago fanbase because it was very good, and then this is where things really start to get bad. After this point, LEGO would just go into complete radio silence about anything Ninjago Crystalized related. Even bringing us to the point where LEGO have directly lied to us. At LegoCon, the people running it said, and I quote, "We will be getting huge developments in the coming weeks." I'll play the clip now.
So you can expect huge developments in the coming weeks.
Well, where are they? Since the 17th of June 2022, which is the day LegoCon 2022 was hosted, it has been almost a month, being 25 days since then. And I can tell you, in those few days, we have had absolutely zero quote-unquote huge developments from LEGO. If they didn't want to release big news about Ninjago Crystalized within the few weeks after LegoCon, they shouldn't have said they would. Because this is just getting everyone's hopes up for nothing. I genuinely have no idea why a company would do this. Not following through on this promise doesn't only not benefit us, it also doesn't benefit LEGO. All it does is make us trust LEGO's word less. Not only this, but the goalposts have also apparently moved. Check out this DM that someone got when asking LEGO about Crystalized, where they said we'd be getting news in the coming months. You know, after having said in the coming weeks at LegoCon.
So you can expect huge developments in the coming weeks.
Liar!
However, in other customer support DMs, LEGO have said, and I quote, "We don't have an exact date we can share just yet, but hope to have news on the upcoming Ninjago releases super soon." So, is it super soon? Is it in the coming weeks? Or is it in the coming months? If LEGO as an organization could just make up their mind on this and tell us something, that'd be great. But anyway, this lack of information over the months has also caused fanbase problems. One of these is that Ninjago fans will see any kind of airing happening anywhere and assume that's when new episodes are coming out, and I'm guilty of doing this too. For example, while the UK branch of Cartoon Network was airing Ninjago Seabound episodes, they said that they'd be airing more new Ninjago episodes on May 9th. I saw the fact that Seabound was currently airing at that point, saw the fact that they're gonna air supposed new episodes on May 9th, and I assumed, oh, Crystalized must be releasing in the UK on May 9th. As you all know by now, I was wrong, those new episodes were actually the second half of Seabound. And since I made this mistake, the Ninjago community has been consistently jumping the gun whenever they see anything relating to these episodes. These episodes is actually the wrong word. When I say these episodes, I mean any piece of Ninjago content airing anywhere ever. Crystalized Part 1 started airing on CITV on June 1st, and since then they rapidly went up and up to episode 12. Now, people saw this and thought, oh, they must just keep airing them, and everyone assumed that Crystalized Part 2 would start airing on June 14th. Even though CITV's schedule stopped at episode 12, so I genuinely have no idea why people rolled with this. The Ninjago community then started to hype up June 14th as new episode day, and then were disappointed once again. Next up, Polish TV network SICK said that they were going to be airing some Crystalized episodes on July 11th, which was yesterday. The Ninjago community made the same mistake they've been making for the past month now, and assumed Crystalized automatically meant Crystalized Part 2, and surprise surprise, zero Crystalized Part 2 content came out yesterday. Next up, Ninjago Crystalized seems to be finally making its return to Netflix, with the app pinging that Season 5 will be coming on July 15th. Crystalized is what Netflix considers to be Season 5, that's a whole mess in itself we won't get into, but the point is, Crystalized is returning to Netflix, and everyone has automatically jumped to assuming that that means Part 2 will come with it, and are now hyping up July 15th on Twitter. I think we as a fanbase really need to break this bad habit of seeing any kind of station doing any kind of Ninjago thing ever and assuming, yo, that's the new content. Because it never is.
Or do I have to remind you what happened in
May 9th?
Or do I have to remind you what happened in
June 14th?
Or do I have to remind you what happened in
July 11th? And more importantly, LEGO, you really need to get your stuff together. You can't just say coming weeks, turn around and say coming months, and then turn around again and say super soon. Those are all contradicting statements. You need to get your stuff together and get your marketing and distribution back to how good it was during Part 1. Because this is, in every sense of the word, a massive downgrade from what you were doing just under 2 months ago. Just as a random example while I still have you here. Remember when I said earlier that the trailer music for the original Crystalized trailers would come out days after they released? The legocon trailer music is nowhere to be seen and it's been almost a month. I think that in of itself is pretty symbolic of LEGO's complete and sudden radio silence regarding Crystalized. So, as for the answer to the question that everyone asks me, when is Crystalized Part 2 coming out? I don't know. What I do know though is that LEGO has had a sheer downgrade in how they market and distribute their products in the past 2 months, which is a shame because they were doing so well and improving beforehand. Maybe I'll be wrong though, and July 15th will actually be the day we finally have our prayers answered. I really wish it will be, but I honestly don't think it will. I think you all are getting your hopes up again. That's about all from me though. Be sure to let me know what you think of all of this in the comments down below. Before we go, thank you to my wonderful channel members, Fused, Xena Ariel, and Nick Gamer G. If you want to get a channel membership, hit the join button next to my subscriber button, but you are not obligated to. Don't feel pressured to buy a membership at all. If you enjoyed this video or found it informative or interesting, be sure to leave a like rating on it, dislike if not. If you think there's someone who really needs to hear this whole spiel of not getting their hopes up too much, feel free to send this video to them. And if you like Ninjago videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so you know as soon as these videos come out. Thank you so much for watching everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.